Hello, everyone. We are a group who met in Hack Violet and made Enunciate to help not just women, but anyone who wants to benefit to be more assertive. Findings show that women consistently score higher than men on agreeableness and related measures, especially in areas of engineering where the ratio of women to men is disproportionate and potentially an intimidating environment for women. They hesitate to be assertive when communicating their opinions or needs with their peers. This affects diversity, the inclusion of women, and their sense of belonging, and hence their productivity in the area of work. In such environments, people who are more agreeable hold less leadership positions and less money on average.
Our solution is an application that interacts with the user to keep track of their long-term goals divided into shorter-term goals, with the aim for the user to practice assertiveness in not just their professional environments, but in all of their interpersonal interactions. We have thought of people who identify as women in particular to benefit from this app.
The app incorporates the key parts of psychotherapy and assertiveness training into one daily routine. In psychotherapy, you make progress by breaking down your problems into smaller, achievable pieces. The app helps you visualize the most realistically assertive action you can take each day.
Yeah, so for the implementation of this app, we used React for the front end as a web app using JavaScript, and we used Firebase for the entire back end, including the database for all the data for the authentication, the hosting for the web app, as well as the push notifications. So for the push notifications, we used the Firebase Cloud Messages, and we have we also used Tailwind for the styling, makes that a lot faster. And honorable mentions, of course, to GitHub for making it really easy to merge all of our code together. And VS Code, because VS Code is able to integrate with all of these different technologies fairly well. So those were the technologies we used. And so for a short demo here, I have the app here, the Enunciate assertiveness training. This is like a landing page. So we had the authentication for email password and credit account. And so this is an example of like a kind of a dashboard you would see for every day. And you'd have today's goal that would be put in yesterday. Request. So in this case, I would be requesting that Emily made dinner for me. And then we were requesting from OpenAI's GPT to generate like a example suggested conversation you could have to say that in an assertive way, but not aggressive way. So here, this is a little button we built, skip a day. So now, and what we're doing here is we say, this would be every morning we would kind of fill this out. So every morning you'd say, did you complete the previous goal? Did I interact with Emily in order so that I could mow the lawn? That was what this is saying. So now I have a new goal. Instead of mowing the lawn, I want to get back into crafting. And what is in this case, in order for me to get back into crafting, I would need someone to do the dishes. And I'm going to request that Dan do the dishes. So set today's goal. And so now we request that Dan do the dishes, and we check back in on them. We check back in on them the next day to see if they did it or not. And if they didn't do it, that was that yes or no question. We have them break it down into a smaller version, like have them articulate the goal in a smaller, more achievable way. And I don't know if the API was always working. I'm gonna try refreshing real quick. Yeah, so that's our app.